Hello. I have spent the last couple of weeks doing endless programs around virtual and hybrid leadership engagement. And I wanted to talk to you about my findings in all of this. So, what's come out of some in person sessions, many virtual sessions, some hybrid sessions, is the fact that what people want more than anything is this level of engagement and connection. And how we do it virtually, as we know, is a challenge. How do we replace those water cooler moments? How do we replace the chat before a boardroom moment? And it comes down to getting to know your teams. And it's simple things like doing an exercise where you ask your team how they got their name. So it doesn't have to be complex team building. It doesn't have to be gamification. It can be as simple, what did you wear for Halloween? Or if you were going to dress up for Halloween, what would you wear? It could be, let's find out the one thing over the past year you did that you're really proud of. It could be, share your favorite, you fill in the blanks. And the purpose of all of these exercises is, do we get to know you beyond what we just see in the screen? And sometimes you as a leader can ask people in your team to be the game brigade. Let them come up with the interesting things. And what was most fascinating in our findings around this is that often individuals who previously wouldn't participate in something, because they were given responsibility to come up with a virtual activity, suddenly became involved and participative. And one thing we know is that people who feel like you care about them and people who feel engaged are more likely to collaborate and be productive. We've had conversations around how some people will have their cameras on and some people won't. How do we encourage people where other people are having cameras on to have their cameras on? And sometimes they're just self-conscious. So all I'm asking you as individuals who lead teams or participate in team activities, just to be aware that sometimes it's little things. You can't simply say, we're going to have a happy hour. Okay, we're going to have a happy hour, but what's the focus? What is the focus of that virtual happy hour? What are people going to share? And if they can simply talk about a triumph by the time they were 20, or something that's happened in the last few years that they're particularly proud of, or going back to the how you got your name, or what your favorite X is, or we did this with several teams, which is one thing that I may not know about you. And the one thing that you may not know about me was I've actually been in several feature films. And the first one was with Gary Busey on the island of Skiathos in Greece. And I did my own stunts. Gary Busey actually shot me. But I found out remarkable things about the individuals in my sessions. And one person spoke about how they were an ice skater, and another person was an opera singer. The purpose of all of this is I'm getting to know you beyond the cardboard cutout. I'm getting to know you beyond the square on my computer monitor. So my question to you is, are we doing enough of this? And are we teaching our leaders how to do this? So I wanted to show you a short video about other tips around virtual and hybrid engagement. And of course, the hybrid world brings all kinds of its own challenges. But the main thing is, are we finding interesting, creative ways to substitute organic in-person connection? I'm Nadia. So for more information on how I can help your team, please go onto my website, nadiaspeaks.com.
So what is virtual presence and how can you maximize and elevate yours? Well, your virtual presence is how you engage, collaborate, lead, inspire others, motivate others in your virtual world. And there are a couple of things that each and every one of us can be doing as our virtual worlds and our hybrid worlds continue to expand. So if we're looking at being on camera, please remember that you want the camera of your computer screen to be eye level with you. So while now I'm looking into the video camera, if I'm on a Zoom call or a WebEx call or a Microsoft Teams call or whatever platform you use, I want to be looking into my computer camera. That's synonymous with looking at you. You want as much light in front of you as possible because we want to see you. We don't want you to look like a cardboard cutout or like you're in the witness protection program. And then think about your background. Now, I have a unique background today because I'm actually in Johannesburg, South Africa, visiting my mother. And so I've chosen this beautiful garden background. But if you use a virtual background, make sure it's not too distracting. And then be intentional about really connecting with people virtually. So for my seminars, workshops, keynotes on how to elevate your virtual presence, please go onto my website, nadiaspeaks.com.